Hi guys, Mark Frederic Le Charcuterie Anglais here. I just want to ask you a question. Sirloin steak. Is it a sirloin steak or is it a strip loin? Of course, I don't really want you to answer that question because I expect you to know it. It's sirloin steak, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's sirloin steak. It's never been strip loin. Bloody Americans changed that, didn't they? I don't know. It gets me upset sometimes when I travel the world and I see strip loin steak and, in an English-speaking environment, and I'm thinking, no, it's a bloody sirloin. Stop changing our language, buggers. But anyway, look, you can call it what you will, can't you? The French, by the way, call it faux filet. And one of the alleged origins is the word came from sirloin, above the line. That's supposed to be the French explanation. So the French are trying to get in on the act as to why sirloin's called sirloin by claiming it came from the word sirloin, above the line. But actually, the French call it faux filet. So how can the French try and claim it? Allegedly, I've got a list here. I've got 3 possibilities that it came from one of our kings, and the list is King James I, Charles II, and Henry VIII. Well, I've always known about the Henry VIII story and Charles II. Or was it King James? I can't remember. I always struggled with that one. But Henry VIII certainly was always in the pot for me. And whichever king it was, if it was a king who named the loin of beef, because that's what it was a loin of beef that he had for lunch whilst he was out on one of his hunting trips, stopped at a local tavern and had loin of beef for lunch. Not just any ordinary loin of beef, I have to say. Allegedly, it came from White Park cattle. And if you look at their history on their website, they also claim that story too. So is there some truth in that? I'd like to think there is, because it's brilliant providence. It's a great story. Even if it's not a true story, it's a great story. And it's one I'll hold on to. So, he had this lunch, whichever king it was, and then enjoyed it so much. And then he got his sword out and knighted it, rise, sirloin. And as it happens, like I just explained, allegedly it was from White Park cattle. Absolute super looking cattle. They look like a panda bear, but in cow terms, with their mainly white colour and black ears, muzzle and so forth, where they just resemble a panda bear. And anyway, that's my take on it anyway. But the one thing it isn't, in my opinion, it's not a strip loin. I'm sick to death of seeing around the world sirloin steaks marked up as strip loin. The bloody Americans are bloody responsible for that. And then the Australians have picked up on it. And then you're even finding the same word around places around Asia, because they know no different, So, but let's try and educate everybody, all right? That the sirloin steak is a sirloin steak. It's not anything else. And all you buggers who keep trying to change the name, stop it. So anyway, that's my take on sirloin steak. That's where I believe it came from. I'm going to hold on to that. So, but anyway, do pass on your own comments about what is sirloin steak and its origins. It would be good to hear what you've got to say. So anyway, until the next time, just drop down there and buy me a coffee if you wouldn't mind.